I cannot help you. But this was already scheduled. We had 20 plus people registered across platforms. So I just thought I will continue it. And I invited a few people to come and share. So maybe, Amir, you were asking in the last, I think, meetup, you were asking some questions about telecom, right? You were trying to discuss and ask something about telecom. You want to continue that question?
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, my mic was mute. Yeah, we can continue. We can discuss as other people also contribute. Let's have a general discussion.
Yes. And
So I
also,
believe it was, yes,
no,
please
that
go
is
ahead.
fine. So there are few people I have requested to join, like that same Mohammed Ashraf. He is also going to come and
Sure.
yes, he's also going to join, but
Better.
he's in a meeting right now, so he will join in some time. But you had some
No
questions.
problem. I'll wait for him
Yes, the
also.
camera now.
So we can virtually.
Hey guys, so
Parvez, you want to tell something?
put it on.
Oh, I think okay. So how many of you how many of you have tried Llama 3.1? Pranay, have you tried Llama 3.1?
No, I haven't. I'm actually trying to work with Mistral right now. I'm trying to get the Mistral to work out, and soon after that's done, I'll try the Falcon model because since it's more local, I believe that the scope of learning Falcon in this region would be nice to have. So, no, long story short, no, I haven't tried it yet.
Okay. Okay.
So Arshad, how to try it?
Who is that? 1 second. How to try
Yeah,
it?
I asked maybe wrong question.
Okay, how to try it is something. Okay, you can try it from. There are a lot of options, right? There is from Hugging Face, from Olama, from Grok. You can try through any ways. So I have done a video also on Olama. Have you guys seen that video? Oh, sorry, not on Olama. On both on Olama and Llama 3.1. So I will share you the link. Have a look at that.
Better. Let me see it.
Yeah, I will put it here on the link.
A long time.
So Llama 3.1 was something very new, but we had some another model that had come. So every week there are new models that are coming. How many of you have heard about Gamma 2?
You said Gamma 2?
Google's Gamma or Jama. I don't know how you pronounce it. Gamma 2. How many of you have heard about Gamma 2? Anyone?
No, not really.
Not really. Okay. So Gamma 2, let me share my screen. So Gamma 2 is Google's, I think Enrico had been very interested with this. This is a small model. The best thing about Gamma, or I don't know how to pronounce it, it is small. It is only 2 billion parameter, and it is giving us if you can see, it is giving a good accuracy compared, not it is, you cannot compare it to the bigger models, but it is giving you a average performance being only 2 billion parameter. So if you know the biggest model right now, like someone mentioned about Falcon, right? Falcon is a big model for 480. Then we have Llama 3.1, that is 405. These models are big, right? These models are big, but running big models, it may be giving you good results, but you understand the challenges that are there, right? Uh, if any one of you, if you get an option, will you select a bigger model or a smaller model? Anyone wants to take this?
I mean, I would say depending on the application, but I may go with a smaller model if I have to test out a new model. I mean, a smaller model would equate to a lower space-time complexity. Um, that's one of the main reasons why I would try the smaller versions compared to a bigger versions. I mean, sure, with the bigger versions, you will get more better accuracy. But again, training those bigger models also takes a lot of time compared to the smaller ones.
Yes, that is correct. That is correct, Pranay. I'll talk more about that. Now we have Ashraf. Ashraf, thanks for joining. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
You always come to the rescue. I was like
Uh,
thinking, should I cancel this meetup? But the problem is, 20 people are registered for this. See,
I see. Okay.
for my part, I have to be committed, right? If 20 people did not join, that is a separate thing. But at least the people who joined, who had the link, uh, so you're getting what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And 10 o'clock, the person called at 10 o'clock and told that her child is not well. So I cannot blame her also, right? Family is, so I thought I will cancel it, but cancellation is, I don't like it because it is, does not feel, it is like from my side, the commitment is going. So that's why I thought
Okay.
we will talk general discussions, and we are discussing about, what is your thought about Llama 3.1 and the new Gamma 2?
Uh, I didn't reach there yet because I didn't myself couldn't do hands-on yet, but I have done some research on the uh, that Facebook one, right? So, and I even wrote something in my LinkedIn. It's like a long article about all the researches and all. Uh,
Just your experience, just your what you say that. I
See,
know.
the open source.
Yeah, go ahead.
The open sourcing of it, is making a big revolution, basically. I mean, so, uh, the other ones are all, they're spending so much money and then trying to, it is like, see, it is like the way Google started, right? When they started with a search engine. And in fact, search engine, nobody can, get any business out of search engine. Instead, they given that tool and then they put into advertisement and other things and started making money basically. So I think things will land into that stage, all these LLMs and all. Eventually people will I mean, other than the private ones, people they have to actually give out kind of free of cost, and then they will put advertisement or some other way to make money basically. And then I think OpenAI might have already made the money, they're charging so much, and then so many people are already, subscribed to it. So that is one, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe it will take some more time to mature, but there are, in between the small language models and things also will come up, and mobile will be also, getting this power. So every mobile will be a kind of human assistant, for us to take the decisions. And so far we are doing calculators and other things were depending upon machines. Now all intelligent items also, we may have to even ask mobile. That's a thing, situation now we are going to basically.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, so this is very interesting thing, Ashraf. Like, I just wanted to know the people who are here joined in. When you think about open source, right? This
Mhm.
question I want to ask maybe you. Is it actually, why is open source? Is it actually free? Is this is a question that has to go in every developer's mind, that why companies are doing it open source, right? What is the motive? Because for Facebook, they don't care about the world, right? They Google, they don't care about the world. It is, why are they making these things open source? Anyone? First, I will take your comments, Ashraf, and then I will take comments from others as well.
I see. Yeah, the open source one, it is free to use. See, the charge they will do is, if you want to do any customization or any other thing, but still then you have to release the code to open to people, so that you don't have any whatever you develop, that will be also open to community. And so people can innovate and do things, and the others can collaborate much easier way. The other one, if it is not an open source, means we don't know what they are doing. See what Google is doing on their model, they may not be open to public. And then when they are outdated, like a TensorFlow and all, when they found something latest one, they will actually release their older version to open source. That is what Google does. But if you are doing open source, then people can. I mean, that is actually, and I feel it will be more innovative way of doing things, and then getting into advanced products and features and things like that, right? Only the chargeable item is customization. See, we have basically an ERP, open source ERP, which we are customizing. ERP is a kind of free. The one we are doing is, we are charging is the customization of it, the implementation of it, the configuration of it, right? Which is the one we can charge. Otherwise, the ERP is, the source code is available. So people can, if you want to develop any features, they can develop on it, and then still they have to make to the public so that others can use it. So that way, it's a kind of open innovation. And today, all this Copilot and all GitHub and all other things are based on this open source. So all the code is available there, so machines can easily learn and then develop new things. But if they keep that proprietary, those information will be still, that area they cannot innovate much. It will be difficult because it is not just the code. Any other thing, it will be true. If you are not open, if you keep it, proprietary, machines cannot learn on it. Basically, I mean, when you come to this Copilot or any of these tools, no. Even Google, you see today, all this OpenAI, and then Gemini, or whatever you know all this Claude, all these tools, right, are learned from kind of available data which are in the public. Maybe they are not all of them, maybe with the author's knowledge or other thing, but whatever available in the internet uh, got trained to become these bigger language models. If they are not there, then that area will be cannot be trained. The advantage of training is we'll get a lot of knowledge and things like that, but then uh, some of the proprietary information will go to public. That's the only thing. But getting into the knowledge means you are doing more innovation, you are getting more knowledge. You can you know get to know the latest technologies and other things, right? Because all this information, if it is open source, if machine can learn all this thing, or ChatGPT can learn all this, you are at top notch. You become you have all the necessary intelligence. So if they are not open source, I mean, if people are not given to the public or open, it will be still a lot of time it will take, because they need to train those data, they need to put it to public, and then there will be a lag actually, So that's what my thought process.
So Amir is having a question. He was raising his hand. Last meetup when you were giving a talk, we could not take his question regarding your 4G network. I think Amir had a question because he's a telecom. He's working in DU, and I think Amir, you can unmute and just keep it a little less technical so that others can also be able to understand it. Go ahead, Amir.
Yeah. Thank you, Ashraf and Arshad, and all of you. Just a quick comment on the one open source you mentioned. As you can see, Apple is also open source, but they have customized it as per the user needs. Same like that, CentOS is the one which is used in IoT devices, which is the lighter version of Red Hat OS. So, am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, Amir, go ahead.
So you're telling Apple, which one is, see, yeah.
Hello, I'm audible?
Yes.
Yeah.
Continue,
What you
continue
asked?
your question. Continue your question, Amir. What is your question?
Yeah. Actually, Ashraf, last time you had the discussion for this radio side and use of AI, na?
Yes.
So I am part of working with IoT devices and industrialization.
I see. Okay.
So yeah, so I want to understand how you see the future, like and because there's a standardization going on for 6G. I recently studied 6G also. So I'm trying to learn more of the research work and ongoing things after 5G. So how you see the future and what is your idea for it?
Yeah, see, for me, even 5G is becoming more complex, in terms of, the network and other things, right? Virtual RAN and other things, where if you wanted to expand the, bandwidth. So the one last week I was talking about is the self-organizing network, where, when the 5G comes, what happens is these are all more millimeter kind of things, where more pointed, the spread the spectrum will be less. So, if you go to the car park and all, you may need to keep different, like femto cells and pico cells, different, small antennas, in order to get to the range and things like that, right? So then what will happen is, if you have
Yes.
too many of such devices, then managing them, planning those things will be very difficult, because all this has to be in the under the mobile
Ah,
tower and things like that. So you need to have a kind
but
of
currently we are working on Li-Fi, light instead of wireless fidelity, Wi-Fi. Uh, the ongoing, the
light
upcoming
based.
is Li-Fi
Yes.
with the use of light. Yeah,
Yes.
please.
Yes. But see, the thing is, those are like Wi-Fi and Li-Fi are all a kind of, you know, within located to one, not like tower to tower and within towers, just like mobile, na. So see, the way mobile tower works is, you'll have like a tower, will have a, spectrum in a kind of hexagonal kind of, shape, where you can have, like some radius depending upon the power of the transmitter. And then that is also, being regulated by the industry, the radiations and everything. And so, challenge there is so many small things comes, and then there is something like fog computing also coming in now, like in edge side, right? So IoT devices coming up. So, and then these IoT devices may have even IP kind of addresses. So managing all these things, it will become a bigger challenge. So that is why we need to have some sort of AI related or some sort of capabilities like data science and AI in order to have such a huge data, manipulate such a data. We need to have like a good data engineering because we need to ingest such a huge data, and every second this data may be coming in. So if you have all these control signals of all these, base stations and other small cells and pico cells, femto cells and all, no, this will be like a, earlier traditionally, it is coming from towers. And then in one mobile company, for example, Bharti Airtel and in India and all, right, there are around 4,000, 5,000 towers in one region. And then that's all. And then, but now under one tower, there are so many other devices and other things are coming up. So, now the telecom thing, whatever happens under this tower, if you are going with a mobile and, where you are and all this location information, everything is available. In some way, that intelligence is available, to the core network, I mean, basically. So, and that is people make that as a different business. If you do say SIM and then or mobile, actually using an API, you will know where is it actually. So, that type of intelligence is being done through these control signals, which is, whatever being transmitted. So if the number of devices comes more under each tower, and then, in 5G it is required, and then planning and commissioning or whatever, managing all these devices will be very hectic. And then, when we are moving from one tower to other and all, when the connectivity goes from the nearest device, and then all these are being controlled by
Yeah, the handover.
handover. So all these things are controlled by the devices close to that. So that range will become less. So there comes, we need to have data science, we need to have AI, and in order to do those things faster. Otherwise, we'll never know, like, any call drop happened. Earlier within one tower, it is little easy. But under tower, there are many devices, and a call drop happens. Nobody knows. Under a car park, if one guy is not getting signal, the central station will never know. And even today, till 4G, there was no way. I mean, the small cells we cannot connect. Now 5G comes, with the zone, you have the capability to basically get this, but it cannot go like a sub structure level. I mean, like a small device level. So there are a lot of challenges, and then with AI and big data, I think can be solved. You may have like more. There is something called a cognitive zone, where all this type of thing without human thing, they can do, automatically learn and adapt and things like that. Adjust and things like that is also coming up. So
Understand.
yeah, so when it goes to more and more frequency, the number of devices need to be more, because the pointed radiation will come and spread will be less and things like that, right? So
All right.
So Pranay had a question. So Amir, I hope all your questions are answered.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much.
Pranay had a question, and we were just discussing about LLMs, and maybe Ashraf, because you are in the industry for a long time, and you can have your point of view about this. So Pranay, you want to unmute and speak?
Yeah, sure. So my question is actually quite broad, and forgive me if it may be a little naive or vague. But again, as we know, in UAE we have TII. I forgot the name of the full form of it, Technology Innovation Institute, I believe, which was recently responsible for producing Falcon AI model, which was locally produced here in the UAE. And it was quite a hit last year. It was one of the top performing LLM models in this region and globally as well. So my question is, we know that the UAE government is taking active steps to accelerate AI development, right? So, what do you think is going to happen in the near future? Do you think the UAE will likely be powered by locally produced LLMs? And my second question would be, should we bet bigger on the locally produced models rather than, keeping up and chasing the next shiny thing in within the open source community?
Yeah, this is something which, that's the only thought process I have is, even in India, Tech Mahindra was telling me they developed some LLM, for with the 5 lakh or something. I don't know. So, people can develop things, but then how do you evaluate the performance of a, LLM, right? So today we have OpenAI, and then, we have, Cloud, and then we have, the Gemini Google thing, right? So, and then now, we have Arabic one, right, which is in UAE, this Falcon and other thing, right? So, how do you basically, tell which one is better, right? And then, how do you justify being a private LLM is a good thing, right? So, because see, if you have a model Falcon, and if other countries and other people, eventually people will develop their own LLM for privacy and some other reasons. Every country eventually, will try to do something. But then, how do you compare and then say which one is better than the other one, right? So, I don't know whether that can be done unless, the developed model should be based on, or should be able to adapt, the migrations which are coming in. So OpenAI, if ChatGPT comes with the 4.0 model, then on top of that, if the Falcon is developing something on top of that, then it will become the latest. But then, the Falcon might have come before the 4.0, and then they cannot just migrate. That is actually a big challenge, because there are already knowledge base which is built on top of an older model. So that migration, I'm thinking it is a challenge. The same question I asked before or somebody. Uh, when you have a new model coming up with a lot of research, ChatGPT 4 or whatever, right? And then Falcon may be done on top of some other model, before ChatGPT 4 even. So whether they can be up to date on this latest model, and because of the way, the migration kind of thing, it may not be possible. It may be, they have to do all this retraining exercise on top of the latest model. So that is a challenge, and it will take a lot of effort to do that. So that is the only thing I am worried in terms of the, what do you call, this version of ChatGPT or whatever, keeping private or whatever, for each country. So if it's an open source, then there's possibility that everybody has access and everybody is working on the latest thing. But still, at what point you are actually checking the code and then doing on top of that the development on our own, right? That still matters. So I don't know whether anybody has got a thought process where how the migration happens. If there is a model which is developed on top of 3.5, can that be migrated to, when a new model comes for, or is it possible to migrate very easily there? I still don't know that part, whether how easy it is. So
So
that's a challenge, yeah.
can I give my comment, my honest comment about this? Uh, so Pranay, so I hope you got a little bit idea from Ashraf. I'll give my perspective. You talked about
Sure.
Falcon, and this maybe there was one LLM that was made from India called Kritam, that was Ola made LLM, and they told that this is India's first LLM. They marketed it. It's so much everywhere, but end of the day, they found out it is just using GPT and doing some extra fine tuning. The same way, this is a public platform, but Falcon also it did lot of marketing initially that it is one of the best, yeah, this, that, but end of the day now no one is, it is nowhere in the leaders board. It was just a mixture of combination of few LLMs like Llama, GPT. They just combined it. They ran thousands of iterations because they had a lot of money, and they just created a version which topped the leaderboard for 1 week. After that, it is no more. It is just this is my personal thing. It may be good, Falcon may be good, but it is not the best. And we just to the point, we were just discussing this, right? Falcon, what it did, it made 480B model, and then they only realized that bigger the model, it is not easy for people to use. So they again created a smaller version, 11B, and it is at par. It is not that good. It is, but it is at par with the models. Now coming to selecting a LLM for your projects, and maybe this is my experience. I feel there are two thoughts that is there. Llama is something that I am very bullish on for obvious reasons, because it is open source, and it has also given the weights that it has used publicly. And if that is a very good model to start working with, Llama 3, and we have our GPT, but GPT is a closed version, so you can't do much with it. But Llama is something that personally, if you give a choice, if you want to focus on one LLM, then that will be a good option. And also Gamma and all that is coming up. Google and all will also come up. But personally, I feel if you want to focus on the UAE landscape, then Llama and all this will do a good job. But if you want to focus on the Arabic language, if you're building any application for the Arabic language, then I prefer, because JIS is something that is very much focused on Arabic language. So they have built from scratch the Arabic databases that is there from the internet, from their local data, and they have built an LLM. So for Arabic, I will prefer you to use JIS. And it is one of the, there are two competitors of JIS, one from UAE. JIS is from the same company, TII G42, and the second is from Saudi. I forgot the name. So these are two LLMs for Arabic that is very good. That if you want to focus on English for this region, then Llama 3.1 and GPT with local knowledge data is going to be a better option. You don't need to change an LLM to focus on a region, because you want to use something called as an RAG, retrieval augmented generation, to point to local data and get answers. But the LLM thing, I think you can use open source LLM or GPT, which will do a far better job than any fine-tuned LLMs that you are working with. I hope, Ashraf, you are able to somewhat agree with me. If not, you can add your points. And
Yeah, I mean, see, the open source will have challenges, but then that, see, if people want to use it, and then they can do their own build, right? And then they can add their own code and then feature enhance and all. So things will go much faster, when it goes to open source. And if you have that kind of technology, enthusiastic workforce who wanted to contribute and all, open source is always better. If not, then we have to. It's like when we are buying a licensed software versus open source, right? There are challenges for open source. So
no, so Ashraf, my question was on not comparing open source and GPT. My question was for Pranay. Is for using Falcon. So Falcon also is an open source. So using Falcon versus using Llama, or if you are in a production company and if you don't want to go through these challenges personally, that's why every company is starting with these GPTs, right? Azure or Amazon Bedrock, all those things that are there, because they don't want to take the hassle of the maintenance of all those things, and they are going for an enterprise level solution. But to answer this, my comment was more to answer Pranay's question about focusing on Falcon, local LLMs, or focusing on a bigger LLM, general purpose LLMs that are out there.
Okay. See the Falcon. I don't know. See when you are going from a version to another version, right? See, Falcon may be based on some older model, right? It's not like ChatGPT 4.0 and other things. So how do they get to the new knowledge into the model in Falcon? That's a challenge, right?
So what I know that Falcon has done some updates recently where they launched 11B. They launched 11B. They launched the Falcon 2 series. Falcon 2 series is a 11B model that it is basically using Llama 3. So that is also they have used a Llama 3 base, and over that they have done some fine tuning with the local Arabic data. This is
I see.
my research that I have done. But as you said, right? See, OpenAI, Llama, these Mistral, these companies are only focused on building LLMs, right? That is their bread and butter. So, and they will come up with more updates and all those. Falcon or TII's main work is not creating LLMs. It is into government projects and all. They just wanted to do this just to get that local flavor, right? At UAE, we are doing something in AI. But personally, these Meta, you cannot compete with Meta, Google, Microsoft, and these companies. Microsoft is not doing anything in the LLM space. It has bought OpenAI, but OpenAI, Meta, and Mistral, right? Mistral is also coming up a lot now. They have got a lot of funding right now. They have got a lot of funding. So this is their bread and butter. So they will be more, you can say, advanced. More updates will be coming as Ashraf's point is there, and it will be good for you. That's why I don't make videos and I don't talk about LLMs even unless it is good. That is why today's talk I talked about Llama 3.1 because it is good, and also Gamma 2, which is also good because it is small and it is doing the work. So this is the way that my personal experience when I talk to leaders and when I talk to businesses, but it is still very subjective, right?
And when they
Okay.
have the Arabic integration, see, when they have multi-language support and all, right? Will that can we build something on top of that easily? I think instead of doing I mean local. Okay, the information which should not be gone to public, we can keep it. Otherwise, these coming the model which are coming out from the bigger companies now, they are actually spending so much of engineers and all, right, money, salary to develop such a model. So definitely they'll have an advantage. But then there may be a purpose why we are using this the local ones, right? Regional advantages and other things. So yeah, I think if it is Llama 3, I mean the latest open source based, then definitely they will have all the knowledge and all other things which are readily available, right?
Yes. Pranay, you had a comment?
Not a comment. No, thanks for the answer. It was quite a comprehensive. But again, I got the point that you're trying to make. If you can correct me if I'm wrong, I think one takeaway from the discussion would be framework focused rather than model focused, I believe. Because at the end of the day, we have to create solutions. So having a good sense of framework around LLMs would be a better choice to study rather than all the different models that are coming out every single day. However, I just had a quick follow-up question, if I'm allowed to ask one. This is a very basic question. Um, the question is, some LLMs come out with APIs. So the question is, how is these API, um, how do they help a developer? Because we have something called Flask APIs where they basically give an entire, um, say, control to the developer in ways how to interact with the interface, right? So what is the point of providing personalized API or custom APIs with large language models when we have something like Flask API? How does that make a difference or accelerate development?
You want to take it, Ashraf?
But no, but see, Flask API is like a see why. First of all, why the API, today, if you wanted to get any information externally or from a database, you use APIs, right? So what the LLM is providing is LLM is a kind of database, and then you are using API to get it. So why what? And I didn't understand your comparison with the Flask and that one. Yeah.
Okay, no, maybe because again, I'm not super well versed with the whole API environment, so
The
maybe
API is
that's
a
why.
database. Just to think of you see, you have a database. For example, your employee table, right? And you wanted to, instead of directly using SQL command and then updating it, you are using an API, another layer on top of it, and then you are getting like a update, delete, put, delete, and all these things, crude operations. You are using via APIs. That's a very simple example. In the case of
Correct.
LLM, it is all the same thing. Any operations on the database you are doing via API. That's all.
So
Whether
you're
you
saying that with every release of a LLM, the company also has to release a API specific to that LLM.
yeah, I mean, it may
Otherwise,
not
we
be
won't be able
specific.
to use the LLM.
Yeah, it is a way to get into the see. It is like a database. How you get see when you upgrade a database or if you add more data to it, how do you get that information, right? So you have to use traditional in the case of SQL or collections in the MongoDB or whatever, right? So you should have a way to query them. And instead of doing that directly, which is, because of the security and a lot of other reason, you cannot directly do on top of it. Instead, you are providing a API. And what Flask is doing is the same thing. It's making a wrapper on top of it in order to people can just use the Flask API, and then internally it will get into the database or any other system it can for redirect. So LLM, if you have a model, it is not the separate APIs. It may be the same API, only the underlying. See, it's like a table. If you have 100 rows in a table, and if you do a select star, you'll get 100 rows. But the API will remain the same. And if you have 200 rows, in a new model comes up in LLM with more data, you're doing a select, you'll get into new things, right? So that's all. But the signature will be the same. The API signature is what the parameter you are giving, the arguments, right, for the APIs. Those are same. They are
But
not
do we have to use only the provided custom APIs, or can developers create their own API to use on different LLMs?
no need. They can see if they want to, do some customization on top of those. See if you want to do additional filtering, fine tuning, or any other thing, you can develop your own APIs. Otherwise, it's not
Okay.
required.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
So just to answer this, maybe the perspective, I think Ashraf has summarized it well. API is like what? Like just an example, right? One simple example that I give in the AI residency, we're talking a lot about APIs, is any application you're creating, you don't need to focus on your main business or your core functionality, and for any other thing like suppose weather, you don't need to maintain the whole weather database. You can just directly do a API call to the weather database and get the current weather. Similarly for maps, similarly for Stripe, similarly for any other LLM call that is there, right? we want companies. So this is for businesses. Like if your core is not into technology, if you are a business who is building solutions, that is what every one of us is doing, right? We are building a solution. Our main focus is to build a product that is going to solve a business problem. For that, you can use different services, right? Like you can use different agents, you can use different LLMs and get your work done fast. Is it scalable? That is a question yet to discover, but at least you can build a quick uh, product that is in market and that is working. And if you want to scale it, you can always do it through a proper way. But this is what the API is a very good way to start going, accessing the models. And now you're talking about accessing, right? Every model like Llama 3.1, when they release their model, they have an inference endpoint. So they deployed it in Hugging Face and they gave you guys an inference endpoint. So you can call that and you can start using the Llama 3.1. You don't need to locally download it. There are two options of using it. One is to do an API call to the endpoint, get the LLM to do work for you. So you don't need to locally download it. But Llama gives you an option also to download it locally and call it. But the problem is the size and the processing. You don't have that many GPUs or size to process it. That's why if you want to do it in a local, if you want to do it on Amazon, you know how the price that goes, right? It's very costly to host it on a hyperscaler and these LLMs and run it. So you need to make a call according to the finance, according to the budget, according to the optimization, and then use it. But to start with, API calls are a very good way to get going. I hope I answered your question, Pranay.
Yeah, both of y'all did. Thank you very much. Thanks for the time.
Thank you. Thank you. Any other questions from Barry, Azam? So what I will do is I wanted to share with you guys two things that is there. I know. Let me just share. I know there are less people in the call because of this, the change that happened. But whoever is there in the call, Ashraf, Pranay, Amir, there is one very good platform that you guys can start exploring. This is we had a meetup in Abu Dhabi where we had a guest speaker who talked about this product. Try this product out, and we'll give you the link to try this out. So this is the link to try out this product. Okay. So this product, as you can see, how many of you have heard about this product?
No, I haven't heard of it.
Okay, just 1 second. Let me just. Barry, you have heard about this product? Barry or Ashraf?
Well, I can't even talk. I do know about it.
Okay, cool. So let me again share. I was just putting in the group also. So you guys, so what is this platform? And we are going to do some demos on this. I have given you guys the link. Where is the link? So take this link. Once you come to this link, you as a community, when you join through the community link, we will give you some credits in the future. So join through the community link. And this is like an AI OS, right? It is an AI OS one-stop SaaS platform for building RAG level applications. So I mean, what is this product about? You just need to go here, do your login with your Google, and the best thing about this application is it has access to all the large language models. Like Pranay was asking today, like which model should I use? Should I focus on Llama? Should I focus on? So this product is going to, if you go to Playground, so if you use Open AI Playground, You can select, you can see the number of models that are here. On demand, JIS, it's an Arabic model. Gemini 1.0, on demand. These are the latest models that are there. You can select all the latest models that are there, plus you can select more models that is available. And this is one way of playing around with this build, checking the accuracy of these models like JS. I have never tried JS, but let us see. You can ask some Arabic questions and you can try to play around with this. I don't know Arabic, so I don't want to play around, but you guys can do it. Plus the GPT-4o. This is the latest model that is there. So you don't need an API key. There is a free tier that you can start playing with, and you can get your API keys from here and use in applications. And the best part about this is also the agent marketplace. What is an agent marketplace? And I will show you an example. Like US stock analysis, we know that ChatGPT cannot give me tomorrow today's Saturday, right? Yesterday, what was the Tesla stock? So what I am doing is I am using this agent here. I have added this agent, US stock analysis. Then I go to the playground. If you want me to go to the playground, where was it? A playground. Then I can add the plugin. So suppose I want to add the stock market plugin. So this is, all of you heard about custom GPT. So this is custom GPT, you need to pay money, but here it is, you don't need to pay. And this is, there is a free tier for the community to try to play around with it. So how many of you have logged in? I'll just give 1 minute. I want confirmation from all of you. Pranay, Barry, Princeville, Ashraf, if you want to try it out, you can just log in and then I can go. I'll give you guys 2 minutes and then I will go ahead and I will show you a quick demo.
Yeah, it is asking device. It will work in laptop also, no?
Yes, it is working in laptop only.
I signed up and it is asking for scanning some RFID. I mean,
No need to
QR.
scan anything. You can just, you go here, click this, click here to continue. So you need to click that link. So when you go to that app link, so when you open this link, one link, click the link to continue. So you need to click this app.ondemand/overview. You click this link.
Overview. I tried the other one.
Yeah. The other one is to create the link, because what we are doing is, for the people who are logging through the community, we are giving some credits, some extra tier. So you need to log in through that link. When you log in, you will get extra. That is what I am asking. What about you, Barry, Pranay, Amir?
You need to know.
Yeah, I logged in.
You logged in?
Oh,
Ashraf?
I knew logged in.
Okay. Amir? Okay, Amir may be in mobile. But Ashraf, once you're done, let me know.
Yeah, I did it, and
then what you need to do is,
Yeah, Arshad, you were calling me?
did you log in here on demand?
yeah.
No, I am using mobile and I'm also traveling.
Okay.
Yeah.
But let's use it. Okay, I will share this also in
Yeah,
the
sure.
WhatsApp group. Use the link once you
Better.
Yeah, you can get some credits, extra, not credits now right now, but extra in your tier, free tier. You'll get more, I think
Okay.
dollars or something, and you can play around. Ashraf, are you done?
Yeah, I logged in.
Okay, so now what you need to do, the first thing is, this is Barry, this is nothing to do with computer resources. This is online. This is like hosted on the server. So you
So
just,
we can load our model, yeah? Is that the one?
yeah, you can load your model also, but I know Barry is telling that he doesn't have computer resources. So you don't need any resources. This is like a web browser, like Google, Gmail. So you can just click this link and then you can go to two things. First thing is you need to go to Agent Marketplace and you need to select the US stock from here. Once that is done, it will just take a couple of minutes. Barry, you have any question?
Which one? Knowledge-based agenda?
First you do marketplace, the first one, agent marketplace.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm doing it now.
Yeah. Well, I think it is slow because a lot of people are using it. Let me refresh.
And I'm gonna go over this recording later also so I can revise.
Sure, sure. So once I go to this agent marketplace, US stock, I can just do add. So US stock is added in my agent list. Then I go to playground. Then I do add. I add the stock market, US stock market technical analysis plugin. And now the plugin is attached to my, so this is like an agent. So people who don't know agent, so we have two agents right now, media knowledge to extract content from media, and also US stock analysis plugin. So now I can ask, what was Tesla closing price yesterday? I'm just putting yesterday. Let us see how smart it is. Huh? So now you can see it is retrieving proper plugin. It is going to this part. It is basically, see JSON. It is now requesting the data from Rapid. I'm sure many of you know about Rapid MI. It is going to Rapid MI for that specific US stock analysis, and it is getting the data, and it is giving us in plain English the closing price of Tesla on August 1st was 228. August 1st, was Friday closed?
That is 2-3 days. Yeah.
No, Friday was closed or what?
Yeah.
What is the latest? What is the Friday was closed stock market in US?
No, Friday was not closed. It went down.
It crashed.
Yeah.
What is the
Yeah.
latest stock market?
The job
NASDAQ
market.
closed. I'm sorry, I don't want to cut you off. NASDAQ closed early because there was a lowering in the stock market. So when there's a lowering, the stock market will shut down.
Yeah. More than 10%, huh?
Yeah, with more than 10%. I'm glad I only have one position open.
Yeah.
See. So when I did yesterday, what it did, it took the last closing day, one day before that. But when I did, what is the latest stock price of Tesla? It gave me the answer. The latest stock price of Tesla at, so 4 o'clock the stock market closes in US. So at 3:59 on August 2nd, 2024, the stock price was 207. So it fell down by $20 Tesla stock in one day. So that's big thing.
That's a lot of
Good
money.
time to buy. Good time to buy. So now I'm going to start planning for next week to buy some stocks. I generally wait. I think it is going to
I'm
go. It is going to go down more. I'm not sure.
I hope so.
Yeah, the job market is what they're telling, it's very worse. And so unemployment, Actually, the LLM, I don't know whether that is beginning now more, taking out more jobs. We don't know.
Let me see what I
Yeah,
heard.
I'm in Chicago and the poverty you see here is incredible.
I am a Nvidia investor. I bought Nvidia 2 years back.
Yeah.
The latest stock. Why is it not coming? The Nvidia spelling Nvidia. The point does not include the latest stock price. It only moving average. To find the latest, you need to. What is the okay? What is the? Why is it not? Is Nvidia written somewhat else in the stock? What is the stock price of
Intel.
Nvidia? Spelling is correct. Nvidia N by SE is NVDA. NVDA. Let me just put the exact name. So this is the good thing about this. So this you can explore this. Right now, I'm just showing you a demo. I don't
Yeah.
know. Provided for does not include it was
It's
working.
asking if I want to take a tour or watch tutorials, so I would do all that.
So this
And
you did
also
the US stock market technical analysis, and what is the other one?
media. So I'll show you this also. So Tesla is working. So now next, suppose now same agent. I have a YouTube link. Same agent,
See
right?
which one? This one. See, we can actually add.
Different agents.
Uh,
Yes, you can add different agents. So suppose I want you to guys. I just showing you an example, right? We
Hello
can do a lot of
everyone.
things. Like suppose I take a video. Okay, this getting started in Python video. Then I will try to do this. Uh, summarize. And so this is also going to give me the stock market, plus it is also going to give me the YouTube analysis. See, YouTube,
okay.
summarize.
That this Copilot and all somewhat up to date only.
Can you repeat Copilot?
Yeah, the Microsoft one, no?
No. Copilot one is, yeah, Copilot one is updated. It is also using the same thing. It is using internet. It is using Bing. So if you ask Copilot some question, if the answer is not coming from the LLMs, it is going to use you. It is going to use Bing. So I think
That is up to
Copilot
date.
is something little bit different. Why? What is this? This is taking some time, but it will work. So the purpose of this is for you guys to explore. So people who are in the call, someone joined now. Ashik, I'll give you one link. I think you just joined. Did you have account in Ondemand? Ashik?
No, Mohammed, I don't.
So you just joined now. So let me give you
But
the
yeah,
link.
but interesting, yes.
Take this link and if you join through the community, you get some free extra in free tire. So this join from this link. Once you click this, you can go here. Please continue to app on demand overview. Once you do
Okay.
that, just do a simple login, and then we are just exploring this. You can see the recording for more, but first you start getting the access. And then like I asked the stock price, then also I did a video analysis. I put the video, you can see, right? Ashraf, basic Python programming course.
Yeah.
So this is very useful. So two agents in the same chatbot can do YouTube as well as, which is using a specific agent, and then the second one is using the stock market analysis. So
They are not connected, no?
no,
Are they?
they are not connected. So this is like multi-agent, right? Like according to your prompt, it will ask you a specific question. So Tesla.
Pare iski chai wa.
Any question? Amir, you're telling something?
No, sir.
Usually multi-agent means the agent has to interact.
Agent has to interact. Yes.
Yeah.
So let us.
That is, we
So
have,
so multi-agent,
there are,
yes, multi-agent in the sense there are two types of multi-agent architecture. Like one is the LLM is going to decide where should we get the response from. Correct?
they're kind of multitasking,
Yes,
this one, yeah.
multi-task. So let me not try this. Let me just try this. Uh, but in this case, it is going to be tough to do it. But because here uh, we can try to do it, but in this case, it is not going to, because this is for stock and this is for. Let us try to do latest. Wait, let us do this. Top NYSC stock video, but that is not, it's not going to be linked together, so it is very tough to do it. Top and to okay, major losers in NYSC stock video analysis. Let us see. Major losses in NY stock on August 2nd. So this is what is he trying to tell. So Ashraf is trying to tell, I want the US stock plugin to directly interact with the media. So I'm asking for the major losses in NYSE stock video analysis. So I don't know whether it will work or not. Maybe you guys need to brainstorm and play with it. So see retrieving. So first it is what it is doing. It is getting the so first what it is doing is it is see plugin ID. It is using the media knowledge and trying to understand. Then it is doing using the stock analysis, and then I think it is doing something. You need to then it is giving a summary from a video or from a, so this is something maybe you need to get a little bit deeper and see what is happening if you read everything properly. So this is just using the first agent. This is using the second agent, and then according to that. So I think it is more of multitask. I don't know the definition of multi-agent is like that. I don't think I need to read it. Read more about it. Like it is not. You don't want to do that. You need someone to control. Or maybe I know what is the meaning of multi-agent here. But end of the day, LLM will be there to control it. Like suppose you want to create a social media post. You want to take an article. Like suppose I take this article, I summarize this article, put it on an email, and then send it across. So this is what you mean by multi-agent, Ashraf?
Yeah.
So this
Yeah.
yeah,
One output of one can be used by another input or whatever, right? There should be some sort of.
This will not be that more. What I understand, this is more of like a make, like these type of softwares like RPA or make, where you connect different tasks together.
Yeah, we can have multiple agents here, but
Yes.
they're not interacting.
Yes. So you need to, for doing what you're saying, I don't think this will be a better place. You need to like use RPA or my Power Platform, or you need
No,
to
there is some thing called Flowwise. There's something
Flowise.
called Flowwise, which
You
can
can
be
use,
used.
yes. Flowwise is something that you can use, or you can use this. I have not yet explored, to be honest, for what you're saying, but maybe we can do that as well, because this is something last week only I got access to this platform.
But this is looking good because see, we can have our own model in here, no?
Yes.
So that
Bring
will
your
be
own
good
model,
actually.
bring your own inference.
So we can have like any model, and we can fine tune and then put it in here.
Yes.
If you want to have more data stock or whatever, right? And then we can have updated model you can upload in here.
But yes, what I will request you to go through this, people who have logged in, there is a good quick tutorial video here, there are a lot of things that I did not talk about today, BOI, BOM, maybe text, I'm also exploring, but if people who are want to explore, they can always explore and try it out. And if you have a lot of, like you can see, you have tokens. For me, I'm using it, so you can see I have a 500k free limit, plus this RGA call is 500, so you can do at least a prototype. And if you need more credits, let me know. If you have done used 80% of your things and you have a good, if you want more, then let me know. I will try to get more credits to you guys.
That is serverless. Can you take the serverless? What is that? So how they can do a model in serverless?
You need to
No.
first you need to put your model here. Bring your model here. Go to model, deploy model. You can see if it can be on Hugging Face, it can be on your local, whatever it is. Do this, and then you do all this. So you need to explore, and the serverless application, I think it is some configuration and all.
Okay.
You can. There is actually when you log in, there is the first thing that you enter. There is a documentation or documentation. If you go here, documentation, and then you can see this details, like whatever you are saying, right? Bring your own model, bring your own inference, serverless application. See, I will read. You Dockerize your content. So you can, I will put this on the chat. Okay. Got it, Ashraf?
And where will you be able to find the video tutorials on demand?
Yes. So once you go here, you will be, if you go to home.
Where is that? I'm right now doing it on my computer, and this is on my phone.
So video tutorial is here. There are video tutorials. Once you log in for the first time, there is a quick tutorial thing that comes that you want to use. If you
I
want,
clicked out of it.
so no problem. Let me search for it. I know, yeah, here, video tutorials. Yes. If you go to video tutorials, let me put it on the group. So these are the videos. Step by step, these are the
All right.
videos. So let me put it on the group. I'm putting on the Zoom
Oh,
chat.
it's on YouTube. I see by the icon.
Yes. So, but it is structured here. So first you need, today I talked about playground video. Then maybe next time I'm going to talk about BOYM, building your plugins, YAML file, and then little bit more details.
Okay.
So I have put this chat so you can explore, but I think then you can do a lot of things, but start by exploring this, right? Plugins, creating your own plugins.
Oh, I found it. You had to click on the question mark down below.
Can you repeat?
I found it. You have to click on the question mark down below on the right side of the browser.
Yeah. Here also you can do it. Plus, I sent the link to you as well. I sent you the link on the.
That's fine.
Great. So, any questions? Any questions? I hope all the 7 of you, including me, 6 of you have logged in. Amir is still on the drive, but Azam, what about you? Azam, Ashik, Pranay. Pranay already confirmed. I think they are on mute.
Yeah.
Great. I think if there are no more questions for this, any other open points, any other questions regarding the community, the platform that is there? So just for there is just I want to tell for there are some people here and this is getting recorded. So we have three main things that are happening in the community. One is the free community. So free community is where it is open. These events are open to everyone to join. We get guest speakers like Ashraf to come and share their knowledge, have a discussion. Today, many of you benefited with the discussion that happened. Today, ideally, we had a guest speaker who canceled, but we try to get a guest speaker to come and speak. So we do a lot of free community initiatives that are there. And we also help people who are looking for jobs. We share the job openings. We try to get them connected for jobs. Whatever we get as from any of our network, we put it on Discord channel. So we don't have any, you can say, commission or any business model there. Any job that people want, we request you to put it. If anyone in our community gets a job, it is good. It is a goodwill, and we want people to give back. So that is the whole purpose of this free initiatives that we are doing. The second one is the guild community. So people who are a little bit serious, who want to give, who have benefited from this, like all of you here are mostly part of the guild as well. So who we do the recordings of these sessions, we put it there, and some of the workshops that are there, small workshops for 1 hour, we give you live workshops and we give you access to all the content. So this is for a very small fee. You get access because this is hosted on web server, and this is our work that we are doing. That is the AI Guild membership. And other than that, the last part of the thing, right? People who are very serious, who want one-to-one guidance with master classes and who want proper guidance, we have the AI residency. that is tailor-made for people who want to learn everything that we discussed today, right? API, everything that we discussed, how to build applications that are there. And this is what we are doing. The end result for this is also to, so maybe we are discussing today that we need to have a good profile. We need to know how to make applications. We need to know what are the things that are happening. And that is what we are trying to put everything combined in the AI residency with one-on-one mentorship and master classes and access to everything that we are doing, right? So these are some of the things. So because many people get confused, people who are member of AI Guild, they say that I don't get access to AI residency master class because that is separate. AI residency master class is separate. It is a series of master classes, but I give access for people who want to see the master class for a small price. If you want to log into that master class and just learn something, right? You can do that, but that you have to pay for it because that is not a part of the AI residency. And many of you, like Pranay, whenever you are at you communities that are there, people of AI Guild, if I can share my screen, this is a confusion that many of you have, that when you are logged in nas.io, most of you are part of both the communities, free community and paid community. And being a part of guild, you will get some events that are here. Like this yesterday, this event, there was some confusion. This was an event yesterday, uh, advanced RAG Llama index. If you are in AI community, when you come here, this is the AI community. You need to pay money because events, workshops in free community, you have to pay money. But suppose now you are a member of guild, you go and make sure you are in guild, then you go to events, then you go here, then you will see that this is free. So this is a confusion that many people have. You need to make sure that this is focused into being guild, and then you want to do it. And now in guild, like this is a part of the master class. So this is a master class that we did in the morning today, which if any of the user wants to join this, they need to pay money. If they want to be part of the residency, they can always go here. And we have most of the we have a lot of scholarships in the AI residency as well, and also for the hackathon winners and for the chat we are giving, and specifically for students and people from India or specific places where they cannot afford, we are giving. What is happening? Why is it not? AI residency. Okay, August. So you can have a look at this as well. If you guys, if I know some of you are already there, but if you know anyone who was interested, you can share them this. And this is a series of classes, which I also give it to the AI Guild just to experience, because some people who know about LLMs, wrappers, they want, if that master class is sounding interesting for them, they may not be a part of the whole program, but they can go and log in and attend one class for $29. That is what we are trying to do. If you're interested to join the whole cohort, today we had a very good cohort. I hope some of you enjoyed it as well. And this is what we are trying to do. So these two things we are trying to do together. And if there is any confusion, we have the WhatsApp group, and we can try to help you guys. So thank you everyone for joining. I hope you play around with On-Demand, and it is good to talk to you guys. You should know the difference between the free, the AI Guild, and the residency, so that there's no confusion in expectation and in what we are trying to deliver.
No, I saw that you have some stuff that's for pay, but you know, some of the stuff needs to be because you're giving your time, and time is money.
No, this is our full-time business, right? This is what we are doing. So we need to, so we are not commercializing many things, but at least for the people who are serious and the people who can afford, they can, because AI Guild that you see, the AI Guild program, more than 50% we have given scholarships and rebates to students and for competition winners. But for the people people who are in UAE, people who are in the this part, they can afford $12. $12 is not a big amount for people here, right? Because even the visa cost is much more per day than all these things, and that is what, let's see. But we support students, we support women, we support people for diversity, to get them on board. We give scholarships, we give them coupons, that is there. So I request every one of you, I know Azam, you are an old member, Ashik, an old member, share the free community to people who are interested to learn about AI. Even in the free, there is a lot of value. These meetups are free to join. The AI show is free to join. The events are all free to join. Networking is free. Job opportunity is free. But if you want to go a little bit deeper, then you need to pay a little bit.
Okay.
Thank you, Ashraf. Thank you, Barry. Thank you, Ashik. Thank you, Azam, for your time and joining this and being part. I know Azam is, since we started, Azam has been a part of our community initiatives. He's from Qatar. Thanks a lot, Azam, for believing in us and staying with us till date. Because a lot of people had initially who had come, they were, right, sticking for almost 1 year. I think 1 year. We started in April last year, so 1 year, 3 months. Every week we are doing these type of sessions, and I think Azam is there in almost all of them. So thank you, Azam. Thank you, everyone, for your time, and thank you, Ashraf. Personally, I will thank you a lot for coming and sharing your experience, and looking forward for more such events. And have a great evening, everyone. Oh, my camera is off. What happened? So, okay, let me take one screenshot before I close. Goodbye, everyone.